So can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Brittany Arneson. I work in radio and I currently am on the Tom Bernard podcast and I work at My Talk 1071.
So Brittany, how would you describe your personality? Because we know that our style is a reflection of our personality. So what is your personality?
I would say I am warm, I am fun loving, and I am comfortable.
So what brought you to Mezmira?
I had a photo shoot for work. We started a new podcast at work and we had to do photos for the podcast. And immediately my stomach was like, what? That's fun. So I currently had a kid just 9 months ago, and I hadn't thought about what would look good on me now and in a photo that might be around for a while. So it was kind of a no-brainer to reach out, just like I would if I needed help with my car or needed help with, anything else in my life. I was like, what is a way I can help take some of this off my plate? Oh my God.
So what information did they give you about the photo shoot? What kind of direction did you get?
So when I was told about the photo shoot, the idea that was thrown to me was, we're just going to wear sweatshirts. That was the game plan. And as much as I love a good sweatshirt, I own many of them. As a woman who, I'm tall, I wear all my stuff's oversized. I just didn't want my photo to reflect that. I wanted something that felt more like a reflection of who I look like and in a more polished way. So it was like, what would be both fun and look decently professional? And weirdly enough, I didn't know the solution to that.
So what was your first instinct?
To buy $100 sweatshirt, go to the mall and drop cash money on Nordstrom sweatshirts. Cause there has to be a sweatshirt out there that makes me look amazing. So I guess that was my first instinct, is go to Abercrombie and Fitch and realize that they're all $120 sweatshirts and they all look the same. So what am I doing here? I'd rather pay that money towards somebody to pick out clothes that I already have. So, yeah.
So tell me about your experience with Mezmira.
So I had Amy as a stylist, and it was really fun. It was kind of like a combination of my sister and somebody who you could kind of bicker with in a way that wouldn't affect our relationship. Like me, I'm not going to have to see Amy at Thanksgiving and be like, well, I can't believe you said I look bad in that blue shirt, So it was really not cooperative, but what do you call it? We work together very well, because it should be like, well, I don't love this. Do you love this? And I'd be like, you know what? I don't love this. We were working together to figure out what the options were. And listen, I know that other people, this isn't something they necessarily stress about, but it's trying to look good and doing everything else that you're doing in your day. It was just nice to take this off my plate. And when I showed up with 3 options, I can act like I was casual about it, but reality is I felt good about it because I'd already workshopped it with somebody else. So it's like I had my own secret little personal stylist. I didn't even have to tell anybody. Not like I'd be embarrassed by it, but I didn't have to be very high maintenance in my own way. I could have this little just to have that backing that I know I'm going to look good. I've already checked with somebody else.
So what did that give you?
Oh, confidence. And like I said, I have a 9-month-old. It gave me time. Instead of running to the mall and dropping, $300 on 3 different sweatshirts, because that's the solution, right? Is throw money at it. It gave me confidence and time. And those are 2 things that I really appreciated. I loved walking there and knowing that these 3 options that I had were good. And the picking of the layers and that made a huge difference to me.
Anything else?
I was talking to some other moms about this, and I think the big thing is you always have a lot going on, and sometimes you don't think about yourself in these environments. And a perfect example is, the family photo and things like that, is that give yourself this gift. you can, I put so much time and energy, I put a lot of time and energy to making sure Go-Go looks the cutest in the world. The amount of outfit changes I have for that little monster is insane. And it's just nice to do it for yourself sometimes. And we forget that. We forget that like we are also in the photo too. And like, it's kind of fun to look your best. And sometimes you don't know that about yourself. Like as somebody who, this is my first kid, I didn't know how my body was going to change and kind of what looks good. And maybe what are some things that I should retire, and say, good job, so I think it's a really nice gift to give yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.